You've seen this before. A raccoon finds a piece of food. Could be a berry, a piece of bread, something it picked out of the trash. And before it eats it, it goes to the water. It dunks it, rubs it, feels it, rolls it around between its fingers. It's not washing. Scientists figured that out a long time ago. It's checking. Now, think about the last time you read a headline on your phone. Did you check it? Did you dunk it in water, rub it around, feel its texture? Or did you just swallow it?
Here's something interesting about raccoons. For years, people thought they washed their food for hygiene. Dousing behavior, scientists called it. Clean animals, civilized even. But researchers found that raccoons do this even with food that's already clean. They do it with dry food when there's no water around. They make the same rubbing motion with their paws anyway. What's actually happening is their front paws become far more sensitive when wet. Water activates their nerve endings. They're not cleaning the food. They're understanding it. They're using every sense available to them before making a decision about what to put inside their body. A raccoon won't eat something it hasn't physically examined. It treats every piece of food like a potential threat until proven otherwise. And somewhere along the way, humans forgot to do the same thing with information.
For most of human history, information was scarce. If you heard something, there was a good chance someone important said it. A priest, a king, a newspaper editor who had a team of people verifying facts. You didn't need to question everything because most of what reached you had already been filtered. Then the internet happened. Then social media. And suddenly, anyone can publish anything, and the algorithm doesn't sort by truth. It sorts by engagement, by emotion, by how angry or scared or excited something makes you feel. Here's what your brain does when it sees a strong headline. It releases a small hit of dopamine, especially if it confirms something you already believe. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. Your brain is literally rewarded for agreeing with things that feel familiar. So your brain doesn't want to check. Checking is work. Checking slows down the reward. Checking might even tell you that you were wrong, and being wrong feels bad. Your brain is optimized for speed and comfort, not accuracy. The raccoon, meanwhile, is out here taking its time.
Let's talk about how people exploit this. There are entire industries, political campaigns, advertising agencies, content farms, even governments that have studied exactly how your brain skips the verification step, and they design information specifically to bypass your critical thinking. Here's how they do it. Number 1, emotional urgency. Words like breaking, shocking, you won't believe, they don't want you to know. These trigger your threat response. When you feel threatened or excited, your prefrontal cortex, the logical part, goes quieter. You react before you reason. Number 2, social proof. Millions of people are sharing this. Everyone is talking about it. Humans are tribal animals. If the crowd believes something, your instinct says it's probably true. It's efficient. In a village of 50 people, it probably was true. In a world of 8 billion with bots and coordinated campaigns, it's a trap. Number 3, the half-truth. The most dangerous misinformation isn't a full lie. It's a fact wrapped in a misleading frame. A real statistic taken out of context. A real quote with the first half cut off. Your brain finds the real part and approves the whole thing. A raccoon would have caught all 3. It would have felt the texture, noticed the inconsistency, and set it down. We just scroll to the next one.
So how do we be more like the raccoon? I'm not saying become a paranoid person who trusts nothing. That's the other extreme, and it's just as dysfunctional. The raccoon still eats. It just checks first. Here's a simple rinse cycle for information. 5 questions you can ask in about 30 seconds. 1. Who made this? Is there an author, a named organization, a publication with a history? Anonymous information deserves more skepticism, not less.
2, what do they want from me? Every piece of content has a goal: to inform you, to sell you something, to make you angry enough to share. Knowing the goal changes how you read the message. 3, what's missing? Misleading information often works by leaving things out. Ask yourself, what would the other side say? Is there context I don't have? 4, does this confirm what I already believe? If the answer is yes, slow down. That's exactly when your brain is most likely to skip the checking. The things that feel most obviously true to us deserve the most scrutiny, not the least. 5, where else is this reported? One source isn't information. It's a data point. If something is real and significant, other independent sources will have it too. That's your end cycle. 5 steps, half a minute. The raccoon does it every single time, without exception. In 2024, for the first time in history, more than half the world's population voted in national elections in a single year. And every single one of those elections was surrounded by a tidal wave of misinformation, AI-generated images, cloned voices, fabricated videos that looked completely real. We are entering an era where your eyes and ears are no longer reliable filters. The things that look most real might be the most fabricated. The raccoon's advantage isn't its eyes, it's that it uses its hands. It goes deeper than the surface. It checks what something actually is, not just what it looks like. Your critical thinking is the only tool that scales with the problem, not a fact-checking website, not a filter, not a platform's algorithm. Those things help, but they'll always be one step behind the people creating the deception. Your brain, when it's trained and awake and willing to pause, that's the thing that adapts in real time.
The raccoon doesn't do this because it's smart. It does it because it's wired for survival in a world full of things that could hurt it. You're wired for survival too. The instincts are there. The capacity is there. You just have to decide to use them. Next time a headline makes you feel something, angry, scared, vindicated, outraged, before you share it, before you repeat it, before you let it become part of what you believe, dunk it in water. Roll it around. Feel the texture. If this made you think, share it with someone who needs the rinse cycle. And if you want to go deeper into how our brains process information, the next video is right there. I'll see you in it.